Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Christmas Eve to anyone that is watching this video. This is a special session, which I do when I have so many readings and so many donations in my early session that I don't get to a lot of the free readings. And so I come back on to give back to my community because I love you guys. So if you're enjoying the free readings anyway, give a thumbs up to the video. It does tell YouTube that you're enjoying them and it helps grow the channel and spread the Zen love. So you get to be part of the Love Tsunami. So please, please, please do that if you wish. And yeah, and so we're going to get started here. Let me just get my desktop set up here. Good, good. There. And so I'm going to start off. I will go in order for the free readings uh, via the chat from this morning. So I took screenshots of all those and I have all that. I do have two individuals that made donations I was not able to get to you in that session. So thank you for your patience and thank you for your donations, of course. And we're going to dive into those first and then we'll go down with the free readings. So for the donations, I've been using this fairy tarot cards, which are beautiful. And so we're going to start here. And we had here AF Gemini. So you were the first donation we'll do. And then Elisa Manzini, you'll be next. And then we'll jump into the free readings. So AF Gemini, you wanted to know, will you be pregnant in 2024? Entertainment purposes. So thank you for putting that because I do have to do the disclaimer about I'm not a medical professional. Tarot is for entertainment purposes only. The disclaimers in the description box of the video. So thank you. You're funny. So you want to know if there's any information and insight we have that could greatly appreciate. Okay. So let's see. What does Spirit want you to know about getting pregnant in 2024? All right, and then those three here. And let's see what we've got going on here. All right. Just look at all the cards here. All right. Yeah, we do have the you got the Judgment card and the Two of Pentacles coming in here. And both of these end in, 20, 2 plus 0 is 2. And the Two of Pentacles is this balancing. And this is about a calling and seeing things from a higher perspective with this here. So, and it's interesting. I don't know if twins run in your family or the generation above you, because sometimes they'll skip a generation. Look into that because you might even be twins. But you do have the Ace of Pentacles, which is about new birth and things into the outside world. So there definitely is a strong possibility here for 2024 for you, because you also have the King of Pentacles, which is huge abundance coming in 2024. So there is this very grounded earthiness that's coming in with all of this. We do have here the movement. What helps here, you got the Five of Winter and the Six of Winter, which winter in this in this deck is the Suit of Swords, which is thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and even like around fears. And the Five of Winter is this internal conflict that's going on. And the Six of Winter is that there's some resolution to this inner conflict that allows movement and transformation from choppy waters to calmer waters. So what I see here with pregnancy here, especially if you're trying, is to look into some thoughts and beliefs around defining yourself by motherhood, about when we're focusing on when we feel something is missing, or we fear something won't come into our life, or fear something will leave our lives, that type of thing. When we focus on that, we're actually telling the universe, I want to feel more of that. Can you draw it out longer? Can you draw it out further? And so when we're focusing on that, we get that. Instead of gratitude, we focus on unconditional love and gratitude and laughter and peace. then that we tell the universe, I want more of that. And that's more conducive and a higher vibrational energy that allows the higher vibrational energies of new birth to come in too. The bottom of the deck, we had the Four of Summer, which is the Four of Cups, which is emotional stability. So that's what's below the surface here is them saying, what's important is you, since you're the chalice, you're the one that receives the soul to birth this soul into this human body that you're going to bring into the world. Um, it's about you feeling safe and secure and calm, happy, joyful, because that is the environment that is conducive to a soul wanting to come in. So I like that energy. And you have the strength card under here, which is your human self and your higher self interacting with spirit. And that is this, that is a piece of advice that can help, is how you raise your love vibration is by connecting to the higher love, which is eternal and unconditional. So the more that you can spend with spirit, connecting to that beautiful love, the more peaceful you are, the more calm and this feeling of safety and warmth fills you. So I like this for you, AF Gemini. But that it is an important piece of all that, which is to bring this calmness in. And then I also want to give you a rebel card here. Oh my gosh! So it says here, fear equals feedback. There is fear that keeps you safe and fear that holds you back. Learn the difference. So I love that. How perfect and um, what a validation, of that message. So that's what they have for you, AF Gemini. So here you go, Mama. All right, so that's what they have for you. And again, thank you for your donation, greatly appreciated. And then Elisa Menzini. Uh-oh, let me find your question here. Because I didn't grab that. Let me see. Let me just find it here. So sorry, wasn't prepared. I grabbed your picture there, but let's see here. Oh, there you go. Will F and you reconnect? All right. So will F and you reconnect? Let's take a look here and see what they have. And again, thank you for your donation too. If I did not thank you, and even if I did, thank you again. So will you reconnect here? What else? Anything else? Okay, those two. All right. So you got two cards, and then on a card, and then two cards. With these cards coming in here, I don't feel like you will, but it's okay because you have a different prince that comes into your life. Because you got three major arcana to start off with, and you've got the Dreamer, which is a brand new start, a brand new adventure. You've got Awakening here, which is this holding time, this, kind of transformation and hanging around time. But it's like this time of waiting is over and it's time for you to head off on this new path. And you even have Life Experience card, which is the Tower card, which is all about, it's people are moved out of your life on purpose for purpose, so that it's like obstacles are removed out of your life so you can move forward on a path that's more in alignment with your higher self. And also, it's about opening up space for something that is, something that's removed to make the space for this thing that to come into your life, or this, in this case, a person that's more in alignment with your higher self here. And I like this for you. I mean, you've got the Prince of Summer, the Prince of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, movement of love and romance, and the Eight of Spring, Eight of Wands, which is fast movement, a lot of passionate energy too. When you look at the Prince of Summer, romantic, captivating, flirtatious, falling in love suddenly. Here's that Eight of Wands energy too. but being swept off your feet. So, a very emotional experience that comes in here with this new person. So, I just feel like they're saying like, no, you don't reconnect with them, but you have someone new that is even more. It's an upgrade for you. Someone even beyond. Well, like, wow, I thought they were wonderful. This person is just like blowing you away in very positive ways. So I love that for you. And we got here's your card. These are sassy cards, so don't try not to take this personally, but it says, "Stop whining. Complaining gets old. Do something about it." And I like that. They're like, "Yeah, do something. Let's let go of them." And you, it's like having a reservation on a table, waiting for them to come back, and so no one can come and sit in that seat. There's like, take the action, take away that reserved sign, so that someone can come in and sit in that seat instead. So I like that for you. So that's what they have for you, Elisa. So many blessings to you. All right. And then we'll get into the free readings. And let me just get these organized here. So up first was Lydia, and he wanted to know, how is the Virgo doing? And are they thinking about you? All right. So we'll take one of each of these. Oops. And then you get one of these cards too. All right. So how are they doing? The Virgo here, they've got this 6 of Pentacles, which is, they're looking into and on this journey of understanding their worth. There's this, for me, sometimes this is the codependency awareness card, and I feel like they're, coming into this awareness of how they are always either on the giving side or the receiving side, and they take, or someone doesn't allow them to give to them, and so they end up going outside of their relationship. And I feel like this is how they're doing. They're trying to figure out why do they always end up in this type of codependent situation. And I feel like they're either in one and they're on their way out of one, or it's a lot of deep reflection on this here. Are they thinking about you? Then got the Crown of Wands, which is the King of Wands, and this is a lot of focusing on themselves kind of energy. So I don't feel like they're thinking about anyone else but themselves right now, and this makes sense of why they're looking into this Six of Pentacles energy. Sorry, they're just trying to understand what it is they want, what kind of form they're putting around their life, and kind of the actions they want to head towards and do. And I feel like they're just in a place of really trying to get their life in order and feel like they're in control of their life, because I feel like they were doing a lot of people pleasing and a lot of and they just felt like their life wasn't in their hands. And so this is what they're going through right now. So, what are you gonna do? Um so I love these rebel cards. They're pretty sassy, as we'll say it here. And they're saying here, don't be petty. You got no time for stupid drama. It's not that serious. So I like this because I feel like they're saying leave this drama behind, because that's all that they kind of have. And I like this release and movement on from this. I don't feel like this Virgo is, you know, in a place where they could give you what you're needing in your life. And I don't know if they're really going to quickly move into that where they can. So that's what they have for you, Lydia. So hang in there. Many blessings to you. And then Grace 1111, you want to know anything that you need to know. And so you've got the Four of Wands and the Ten of Swords. So the Four of Wands is like the marriage card in gathering celebration, but I feel like what's coming in here, the Ten of Swords is, all these broken swords. These are the small t truths, the beliefs that you have around the Four of Wands, the supposed tos, the shoulds, the need tos, the have tos, the musts that come in here with this. And there's this release, this movement away from these. That's what the 10 is an ending. It's like, I'm just tired of all the energy, the thoughts, and the fears and everything about, oh, I have to, this is how it's supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must be, and all that stuff. And you're like, I'm just done. I'm ready to, it's like, thinking, well, I need this big wedding with hundreds of people and all this in a cathedral and stuff, and you're just like, "You know what? I just want me and my spouse and, 5 friends each or, with parents, and that's it. Just something small on a beach or in the mountains is something where it's very simple and, focused in on the important. It's that kind of change where you're like, "Ugh, I don't want all that. I want this. This is what's important." And I feel like this is clarity that's coming in here for you regarding marriage and love and partnership. And here's your rebel card coming in here. I'm giving one for each person here. Let's see. Says it can be hard to believe in yourself. Do it anyway. You are more capable than you realize. So I like this. You get to choose, and you are making these choices for yourself. So I like that. All right. And that's what they have for you, Grace 1111. Many blessings to you. And then Dijona Sturgis, you wanted a general reading, what Spirit has here for you. All right. Well, you've got the Nine of Cups and the Keeper of Coins. So the Keeper of Coins is the Queen of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups is all about kind of emotional dreams come true. So you've got this abundance, this Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, but the Nine of Cups also, is about the hermit's journey and turning inward to find your fulfillment. So I feel like this is a very big nurturing time for you to focus in on your own love and filling yourself up, giving yourself, pampering yourself, giving yourself things, right? Give yourself the best Christmas present ever, right? The love of yourself. And I like this. I like this it's this inner strength, this inner fullness that comes in with all of this for you. And I feel like this is just a gentle reminder. You know all this about the biggest love that I find within myself, like Whitney Houston used to sing. The greatest love of all is right here inside of me, and you're filling up and allowing this fullness to come in, and it does roll out to the outside world. I love it. And then your rebel card coming in here is it says accept every part of you. Let's see. Come on. Are you going to not focus for a while? Okay. Accept every part of you. You are light and dark, attractive and messy. Embrace it all. So I like that self love message coming in. Love every part of you because you deserve that love. So that's the message coming in for you there, Dijona. And then Die Baby 777. You wanted a general. So what does Spirit want you to know right now? Yeah, and he has some clearing out coming here. So you've got the Tower card, you got the 7 of Cups. So all of this emotional confusion, there's just so much. It's almost like there's too many choices, too many things, and it can be overwhelming. But the Tower card is coming in to clear away some of these options. It's like process of elimination, which is good. It's like you don't need that, and you don't need that, and you don't need that. And so instead of 7, you're down to 4. And then this gets removed and this gets removed, and you're down to 2. So your decision making and these emotional choices and emotional options for you are being cleared out for you to make it not so confusing, to make it clearer and easier for you to choose which of these emotions that emotional relationships or emotional experiences that you want to choose for yourself. So I like that for you. Oh my gosh. I love these cards. They're like kind of coordinating here. So here's your rebel card here that says relationships are complicated. People, will hurt you. You will hurt other people. And I don't believe that people can hurt us. That's our own job. So our actions, people will choose to be hurt by it, and people will be choose to be hurt by your actions. But keep your heart open anyway. So I like this. There's this movement of things away, but it is about keeping your heart open as you go through this process too, going, okay, let's see what unfolds next, right? So I like that for you. And then Lynx Lee, you are up next. You also wanted a general reading. What does Spirit want you to know right now? So you have these opportunities that will come forward here with this page of coins, the page of pentacles, the apprentice here. And you have but it comes first here through the protectors, what they call it here, or proclaimer, sorry. But this is the Hierophant in Standard Tarot, which is this invitation from your higher self to draw you into a place where you understanding what is the capital T truth of what I truly want in my life. Who am I? What do I truly want to be? How do I want to express this? And with this clarity of the truth of like your true north and what you're wanting to do, that's what opens up these heightened and larger opportunities for you in your life because it takes you realizing, wait a minute, am I trying to live someone else's dream and I'm not living what I want? Been trying to fulfill, something else someone else wanted, but you're determining what you're wanting and what you're wanting to do. And because of that, that energy sparks new openings and new opportunities. And because you're looking towards your dream, you spot them. Otherwise, if you're looking over here at someone else's dream, you totally miss this opportunity. So I like this focus coming in here for you. And then here is your rebel card here. And it talks about that they broke your heart. It hurts. It's awful. You will get through it. And a broken heart is a fake lie of this, this realm. The what we feel in our heart that feels like a broken heart is fear. It's we fear we're not going to be lovable. We fear what they said or did or didn't say or didn't do, that it means something about us, and we fear rejection, we fear failure, we fear losing conditional love. And I feel like this this bound with this other message is that you fear that you'll break someone's heart if you don't uh, fulfill the dream that they wanted you to do, or if you change things and if you alter things that it hurts other people. But everyone has a choice on whether this action or non-action hurts us. It's neutral, but we get to choose the story, the emotion, the energy, the physical actions we take. And so I like this coming in here going, you can live a life true to yourself. And, that's what they're saying, to become aware of, allow yourself to step back and really understand it. And then you're going to have some opportunities, and don't let fear hold you back. Do it. Do it. All right. So that's what they have for you, Linksley. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Anusri, you are up next. So Anusri, actually, let me just make sure here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Good. I thought I went out of order, but I didn't. I was like, okay. So I'm good. So Anusri, you are up. I was like, uh-oh, all right. So here we go. So Anusri, you want to know who is coming towards you. And let's take a look here and see what's going on. So you do have the Crown of Vessels, which is the King of Cups. And I love that when that comes in, because the King of Cups, when we're asking about a relationship, is someone pretty awesome. It's someone who can balance between head and heart. And even the Two of Swords is a message of close your eyes, close your brain, and open your heart and see with your heart instead. So both of these coming in here are telling you that the individual that's coming in is a very balanced individual that can share their emotion, that can communicate their emotion and feel. They're not afraid to be vulnerable and feel, but they're also able to communicate because of this the air energy that comes in with every king. And so they're intelligent, they get things, they're knowledgeable. Beautiful balance between the heart and the mind. And a balanced individual, what? I know. So I like this because they know to not lead by logic only or lead by emotion only, but it's a wonderful combination when you allow both your head and your heart to have a seat at the table. So I like that for you. It's someone very balanced with that energy coming in here. All right. I like this too. So your rebel card here. Uh, let's see if I can get it to focus. Maybe. Well, it says, don't let anyone label you. You are not just one thing. Honor your diversity. And I feel like this is what they do for you. They don't label you. They see that you're not just one thing, and they honor the diversity of what you're able to offer as well. because they recognize the stuff within them and they see and recognize the stuff within you too. So I like that for you, Anusri. So many blessings to you. That's the little peek into who they are. And then angel blessings, you wanted a spirit message. So let's take a look here and see what spirit has to say here for you. All right. So you do have the judgment card and then what they call the defender, which is the emperor. And so here's this higher calling here with the judgment card. It's your spirit self calling your human self to a higher place. But the emperor, they roll over all the kings. It's a beautiful energy because it's like Aries energy where it's new beginnings. And, if you can imagine an emperor or a king or a royal has a lot of advisors that are blah, 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 blah in their ear telling them about, who you should be, what you should do, all these opinions, advising, and we call it advice, right? Even self appointed advisors and at some point, the emperor goes, "All right, thank you, everybody. Appreciate all of the advice you give. Now, if you can clear the throne room, I'm about to make some choices and decisions, but I get to decide. I get the final say so." And so it's you choosing and going, what is my calling? How do I want to express this to the world? And what am I going to do for this? And you put form around it, you put dates and put things on your calendar. You start taking action and start having movement to whatever you feel this higher calling is. And so spirit is like, now is the time. It's okay to do this, right? Yeah. And here's your rebel card here. And it says the struggle is real. You are going through some tough stuff and you got this though. And that's the whole thing is when you're living your dream, you don't care about the obstacles that you have and the struggles that happen. When you're really living your true dream, you're looking at everything as an opportunity of, okay, well, that's not letting me do that. Well, let me try it this way. This is not letting me do that. Let me try it that way. You don't give up. When it's not your dream, you're like, oh, I tried. But when it's your dream, you're like, okay, well, I'm trying again. I'm getting up and I'm trying it again when it is truly your dream, right? So I love that for you. Angel blessings. So many blessings to you. And then soul searching vibe. You'd like a future spouse reading. All right. What does spirit want you to know about your future spouse? So I feel like you're going to be getting clarity around this here very soon because the Five of Wands is a transformation of your energy, and the Ace of Wands is, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords is about seeing things from a higher perspective, gaining clarity of mind around things. And whatever this inner conflict has been, this Ace of Swords clears things up and moves things out of the way. And I feel like there might be some external pressure of who you're supposed to be, should be, who you're supposed to be with spouse wise, and all of this kind of stuff. And it creates like a firestorm sometimes. But I love this Ace of Swords because it is about transformation of your fears into higher loving things. And you're seeing it from a different perspective, which allows you to cut away these and transform what used to be these big fears about disappointing others or being a disappointment or being disappointed. And you're really having this great transformation of this mindset around this. And then the Five of Wands is this movement of this energy from something that feels very fearful and very confronting in the beginning, but it transforms into something very kind and loving too. So I like this here. I feel like this is an important piece of the whole puzzle here is that you get to step out of your norms and you're gaining true clarity about what your high heart wants rather than trying to just obey people's wishes kind of thing. And then your rebel card here, I love these. It says you don't need to convince people to like you. If they don't get how extraordinary you are, they are not your people. Thank you. Next. So I like this. You don't have to try to be and dim your light or be anything different than who you are. If someone can't recognize how extraordinary you are, they don't deserve you. Boom, drop the mic. So that's what they have for you, soul searching vibe. So many blessings to you. And then Starfall, you wanted to know here general reading for December, the rest of December. So the next week, right? Wow, look at here. You actually have here some clarity that comes in with the Crown of Swords, the King of Swords, who connects with that Ace of Swords to the higher realms. They're the master of communication and education and the way of looking at things. They can see things from that higher perspective and they can cut away fears. And I feel like this next week you do some deep thinking about things because they are the big thinkers, but it's about your destination. If it is about education or not, your Three of Wands is showing that you do change your direction on where you were headed before. And you're just gaining a lot of clarity and you're stepping into your power and you're stepping into learning and knowledge. And I feel like there's this draw here to be involved in education somehow, either as a teacher or as a perpetual student, whatever it is. There is this like, here's a new opportunity that takes you off of where you were headed into this other thing. And I feel like these are some decisions that you're making for 2024, but a lot of clarity coming in. I like this. It's almost like college, like there's talking to a college student. Eat your vegetables. Mother Nature made green food for a reason. No, cheese puffs are not vegetables. So I like this. It's very, very collegey feel to it. It's like, no, your vegetables are important. You can't survive off of French fries and cheese puffs. So that's what's coming in Starfall. I like the clarity that's coming in here. So if you are looking, to pursue some sort of higher knowledge, it's definitely supported here. All right. And that's what they have for you. And then great courts. Hello, hello. You wanted some guidance. Wow. Well, you are definitely having some energetic shifts coming in here because you've got the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands, which is a progression. And the Nine of Wands is about where you have felt blocks before, they're about to be removed, which allows you to have this realization of where you're investing your energy, where you're investing your power, and a recalibration of that. The Nine of Wands, usually has like nine wands, and it's like creating this barrier that you can't get by through until you realize why is one of those wands glowing, and it's because you're present and your energy is activating it because that's your magic wand. And so you reach out and it allows you to remove it from this wall, which creates a space perfectly for you to remove through it. So this is an analogy of sorts of you stepping into your power, realizing you're not a co-creator that's in a baby seat in the back seat and the creator's driving. You are driving the car, the vehicle in your life, and the creators besides you in the passenger seat, and they're just supporting you on where you're wanting to go, what you're wanting to do. A lot of times we have a lot of fears about, well, I don't want to let people down, I don't want to let God down, I don't want to let blah blah blah, and so we invest our energy a lot in doing things we think we're supposed to do because we don't want to let people down, right? Well, this is what happens when you're stepping into your power. You're realizing I get to choose my life, I get to drive my life. Everyone has their advice and you know, opinions about things, but it's this clarity that comes in because you're realizing I get to decide. Everyone else can decide for themselves. I release myself from responsibility from all that, and I take my responsibility for my life, and everyone else can mind their own too. And then with this 10 of Wands, you realize, look at I'm investing all these things, and it's going up one space each, but all these things, 9 out of 10, are not what I'm wanting. There's something that you're realizing is what your true dream is, what you truly want to go to and towards. And then you recalibrate. You're like, I'm not investing in that or that or that or that or that. And like in this example, you get rid of nine other things and you're left with one thing that you're focusing on. Instead of 10 things going up one space, one thing goes up 10 spaces. You feel this lunge forward and it leaps forward in powerful ways in your dream, this one thing that you're choosing to do rather than trying to do 10 things. So I like this for you, and that's the guidance that they have. Yeah. And your rebel card is set firm boundaries. You have the right to be respected. talk to the hand, right? So I like this. It's other people telling you what you should be doing, and you're like, no, thank you. I appreciate your advice, but this is what I want to do. So I like that for you, almighty great courts, and many blessings to you. All right. And then we got Happy Peel. You are up next. Guidance for your upcoming life. Let's see. What does Spirit want you to know here? All right. You've got the Ace of Wands and you've got the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is joy, passion, enjoyment. And with this Ace of Wands, with both of these coming out together, the Ace of Wands is about a new passion, putting yourself forward. And I feel like Spirit is saying guidance for your future is choose what makes you happy, choose what brings you joy, because otherwise, why are you living just to exist? We come down here with our mission is to have fun. Our mission is to enjoy life. And if you're being so serious, it means that you're in fear and you're just trying to fit in with the cookie cutter that everyone tried to make you be. And it's like, nope, you are unique and it's okay for you to choose joy, choose this expression of your passion of your heart with the world in your own unique way. And don't try to fit in, but choose joy, joy, joy is their guidance for you. I mean, happy pill. It's you. It's what you are. Be happy, happy pill. Don't be an unhappy, happy pill. Choose joy and allow that to be your guide. Let that guide you through the darkness, right? Yeah. And here's your rebel card here. It says stop. It says whatever you're thinking about doing, don't. Now isn't the time. I like this because I feel like what it is because you're trying to choose something. It's like, well, I should do that because it makes everyone else happy. And it's like, stop, don't do it. No, now's not the time. Choose your joy, not someone else's joy. Stop the people pleasing, stop trying to, alter, your life to make sure everyone else is fine. It's like, it's time for you. It's time for your joy and your fullness here. So I like that for you, Happy Pill. That's what they have for you right now. And then you wanted Magician. You are up next, and you wanted spirits guides messages here. All right. So you have a 9 and a 10 a progression here, but it's the Hermit card first, which is Virgo energy and about stepping back and pursuing spirit, allowing them to guide you in your path because they will take you to the 10 of Pentacles. They will take you to life fulfillment if you'll trust them and listen to them. If we'll, like, as spirits, I learned when I learned to shut up and listen, things went much more better for me. Things unfolded much more easily, we'll put it, because they know. They're like, well, there's a elevator. You didn't have to go up that 50 flights of stairs. And you're like, oh, if only I ought to listen to you. They're like, well, now you know, so there's no judgment, but there is this opportunity for you to connect with spirit. And the more you step away and get into quietness away from the chaos and connect and listen, they'll guide you to fulfillment in the outside world, whether that's a relationship, children, dog, ancestry, a home, money, whatever it is, spirit will be able to guide you into those things much more easily. So they're all, shh, listen to us. All right. So here's your rebel message. I love these. These are funny. Which says, don't drive others crazy. Only use one cup. Throw away empty containers. Pick up wet towels. Empty the trash. So I like this. This is about doing the things, don't try to overdo things in the outside world to try to get it. It's like simplify things is what I really feel with this. And they'll show you this as you withdraw and spend time with spirit. They will guide you in this. That one cup is like the Ace of Cups, which is self-love and the Ace of Cups, the chalice. So I like that for you, Magician, and that's what they have for you. So many blessings to you. Excuse me, let's take a sip here. Have had some beautiful snow off and on today. So hopefully you guys are having a very Merry Christmas Eve and Those of you on the other side of the world, Merry Christmas, because it's morning there, right? All right. VD Jalan, you are up next. So you said, what messages does the universe have for you regarding the last week of the year? All right. Yeah. It's like this message here of what are you waiting for to wish upon a star to step towards your dreams, right? The star card is about dreams come true. But here's the wish upon the star. You've got the champion of wands, which is the knight of wands, which is the fastest moving horse out of them all. And it's about movement, 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 stepping into your power. What am I waiting for? What's holding me back? And they're like, just move forward in your dreams. Just you don't have to do things the way everyone has told you that they're supposed to be done, and this done, and this done. It's like, yeah, there might be organized ways that people have taken on as well. This is the standard, but it's like the pioneers, the true pioneers, which is the star card is Aquarian energy. The old rules don't apply anymore. There's new ways you can break out and do things differently. You don't have to fall into, you know, okay, this is what they taught us we're supposed to do, and blah 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 blah. There's this stepping out and making forward movement and not waiting around for everyone else and saying, you know what, this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to give it a try. What's the worst that could happen? It didn't work out. I'll try something else, but nothing's going to stop me from living my true dream. And we talk about that if something happens and something doesn't work out and we're like, "Oh, well, I tried." We know that's not our dream, that's someone else's dream. Because our dream, we won't take no for an answer. We're like, "Okay, that they didn't want it. Well, I'm gonna try here. I'm gonna try here. I'm gonna try here. I'm gonna do it because I'm gonna keep doing it because it's my dream." And I like that for you. I like this. These rebel cards are hilarious. So this says, don't believe your crappy thoughts. Your mind can lie to you. So don't believe all those restrictions and those limitations that are there. So I love that for you. All right, VD, that's what they have for you. So many blessings. Pursue, pursue. Look at different ways. All right. And then Hot Sun, you're up next. Hello. Is Matt going to make up for last year's Christmas tomorrow? um, and I don't have a bottom of a deck for these because I have split them out already. So I don't have the bottom there. But you're gonna get a rebel card, so we'll consider that the bottom of the deck for that. Or we'll look at that bottom deck. But it's funny, you got the 5 of vessels, which is, lower vibrational emotional energies, a transformation of emotion, and the magician here, which the magician is action and magically creating, they create magic, they create things that come in here. But, the making making up for someone making up for something isn't within their power, it's within yours. And let me explain that because with whatever someone has done, whenever anyone does anything, we are the ones that put the story, the emotion, the energy, and the action behind our response or reaction to that. They could give you the world and can still choose to be happy and go, how are you going to make up for that? Right. You are the one that allows people to make up for things because we're the ones that created the lack in the thing. That'll happen in here. It's like, well, they didn't get me any gift or they cheated on me or whatever extreme thing that someone could have done. It still wouldn't have mattered. I'm the one that decided, that it ruined Christmas or that it wasn't enough or whatever it may be that they're making up for, right? And the magician is me. I hold the magic wand. Whatever I focus on is what grows and expands. If I focus on what is missing, guess what? I'm telling the universe, I want more of that missingness. Can you make it happen again? Can you extend it out? Or when I switch my energy to gratitude and unconditional love and joy, then I expand that. It's like a little kid going into a pastry shop. There's the glass counter with all the donuts, and they see the donut they hate. If they point at that donut they hate over and over and over and over again, paying attention to it, guess what? The baker goes, "Oh, want a dozen of those? All right, let's load them up." And the kid's like, "No, I hate those." But if he points and sees the donuts he loves, he's like, "Oh, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one." They load up dozens of those donuts instead. And that's what I feel like the message coming in here is that, Matt has nothing to make up for last year. What? I know that might create a rise in you, but it's the truth because I could say, you know what, last Christmas you really disappointed me, hot son. You didn't give me $1,000. Are you going to make up for it tomorrow for me? And you're like, I didn't even know you a year ago. And I'm like, that's an excuse. I'm sorry. And it's like, oh, wait a minute. See how powerless you feel over my emotions? Because you can't control my emotions. I'm the one creating that within me. And I'm the one that can go, I release you. And I'm so grateful for everything you give me, hot son. Everything, all this love and being part of my tribe. It's perfect. Thank you. That's the energy. I can change it. I can make up for my thoughts and beliefs last year that created this. I can change it myself. You are the magician. Let's see here. Here we go. Here's your rebel card, which says conversations can be healing or harmful. Venting is healthy, gossip equals ew. But yeah, conversations can be healing. And this is the healing conversation that you're having here. I like this. So, this is the bottom of this deck. So, the energy here is you're already cute. Focus less on appearance, more on character. Acting right makes you even more adorable. So, doing what's right inside of your own heart makes you even more adorable. I love it. So that's what's coming in for you, hot son. So hopefully that resonates there for you. Many blessings. And then Silly Billy, thank you for being a new subscriber and thank you for your patience on waiting for your reading. And you wanted a general reading. So let's see, what does Spirit want you to know right now? All right. Well, you definitely have a lot of mystical energy coming around you right now. You've got the moon card, which is all about Mother Luna, but she's so mystical. There's so much in the subconscious and connecting with the spirit world here. The Eight of Wands is a lot of messages coming from spirit right now for you, too. So if you've had loved ones that you're missing for the holidays and just in general, not only do you have a guardian angel and angels and spirit guides, your loved ones who were here and gone to the other side are all around you, till you pass over. You have got ancestors and a whole bunch of other beings of unconditional love and light. But there's a lot of messages that are coming here from spirit, and they will bring it in the physical world. You'll see bumper stickers, license plates, hear a song, overhear a conversation. You'll also get these messages with thoughts just dropping in your mind, memories being tapped. With the moon card, you have this emotional surge that comes in, and the subconscious things are also brought to the surface here for you. So I like this for you. There's a lot of energy flowing into your life, a lot of unknown things coming around, and I feel like you're starting to see a lot of repeating numbers and things that where spirit's letting you know, hey, we're here. When we see you, we're around you all the time. You're never, ever, ever alone. And I like that for you. And then here's this rebel card. These are sassy, but this is spirit. This is all these loved ones around you. Shut your mouth. You can hear a lot better when you're not so busy talking. Just listen. I like this. They are telling you these are probably someone that you knew on the other side that was sassy here. They're sassy, expressing themselves as that sassy one on the other side too. But they're like, we're talking to you all the time. If you just you can hear us talking. But when you're talking, you can't hear us talking. And so they're saying, if you raise your love vibration to the vibration, the frequency at which spirit speaks, which is unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace, then you can hear us clearly. But they definitely are talking to you. I like that. Shh, shut your mouth. All right, silly Billy. I'm hoping you appreciate that, I'm sure. All right. So many blessings to you. And then nature 1111. You wanted to know, does Liam love you? You know, we've got, I didn't mean to sigh that deep. Wow. But because you got the Three of Swords, which is, the fear, disappointment, a heartbreak. But you also have the other three, the major three, the nurturer, the empress, mother nature, mother nurture, etc. What this tells me when I see the combination here is they love you as much as they're able to. And I'll explain it. When we can't love others or receive love from others more than to the extent we love ourselves. Liam loves himself this much. And even if they want to flood all this love out to you, it just drips out, right? And if all the love you want to give them, it just drips in because of their self-love. When we expand our higher love, our self-love, our self-worth, and it's a win-win-win-win-win because when we connect to this higher love, this eternal unconditional love, we get filled up with it and it overflows out and also expands our ability to give and receive love to humans. So right now they have a very low self-love for themselves. So they love you as much as they can, but it's very you're like, "That's it?" It's like, those commercials where they give their dog one little pellet of food and they're like, "Here you go." And they're like, "What's this?" And I feel like that's what's going on here. Um, and so understanding that they're only able to give you that, and all you can do is continue to work on your self-love, expand your pipeline so that if they expand theirs and they flood love to you, you can receive it and that you can flood love to them so they can receive it. And if they don't open their pipeline, you can be like, well, next I'm going to go over here where someone can give and receive love. Um, you if I kind of feel like you've been patient for a while, maybe a little while longer, you're like, yeah, maybe a little bit longer, but your patience, I feel, is because your patience bank is headed towards being overdrawn. Let's see what they have here. Yeah, I see here. This is the rebel card coming in here. These are sassy. It says, check your biases and prejudices, respect others' cultures, abilities, and ways of living. I don't feel like you have that's not a challenge for you. Not everyone is like you, is what really stands out for me. You've been expanding your self love and you're like, why can't they give me the amount of love I'm giving them? Well, they haven't worked on that like you have. Not everyone is like you. Not everyone has done the shadow work, the inner work, put in that energy around that, learning to love yourself and expand your self worth, right? So you're like, okay, well, let's see how this goes, right? So that's what's coming in for you there, Nature 1111. And then, Jim, you are up next. You would love to hear a general read for the last week of December. Absolutely. Wow. So you got this nice progression coming in here, Jim. You have the Nine of Swords, which is the Nightmare and Insomnia card. But that's okay because it leads to the Wheel of Fortune, which is, changes. And 10, of course, and being in the major arcana, especially, is about endings and beginnings and the wheels of fate turning. And it's great because what happens here, the Nine of Swords are like, if you ever see like crank, like these big clocks and they have these big gears. If you stick things in there like these swords, it jams it, right? And so things don't flow like they would as easily when we have those. The fears, the small t truths, that, like I said, nightmare, insomnia, these things that were on your mind and taking so much mental space and energy were keeping things back, right? But I feel like you are really doing a big reflective time with that nine being the hermit's journey, and you're reflecting on thoughts and beliefs and mindsets and going, yeah, what am I fearing? What am I fearing failing? What am I fearing, rejection? What am I fearing losing conditional love? Where are these things in my life that are holding me back? And what are these fears? You're becoming aware of them, you're releasing them and transforming them. And this is what allows this wheel of fortune to start churning. which the Wheel of Fortune says whatever unfolds in your life is for you. And our human is not always on board with that. They're like, how is that for me? But it's the tune of for you, the fortune, which tells when you get the Wheel of Fortune, it means even your human's like, yep, I can see that was for me. And look at, I love where it's brought me. So I like this for you. Big time of looking and reflecting what's holding me back because this next year you have great opportunities to really have the gears running smoothly and have a lot of progress and forward progression. And here is your rebel card here. And you do. You need a love bomb. Don't let stupid heads get you down, including your own. They don't deserve you and your precious heart. You are courageous, smart, and kind. You are worthy, ingenious, and capable. You are the best. Very much a cheerleader coming here from Spirit for you. Go, go, go. You got this. So, really question these the little negative self-talk, as it said, the stupid heads, right? This little negative, we're our biggest critics, right? These things that are keeping you held back. So I like that for you, Jim, and that's what's coming in for you right now. So many blessings to you. And then Miss Bayin, you are up and you wanted a general reading. What does Spirit want you to know right now? And they're saying here with this Ace of Coins, which is new opportunities opening in the outside world, what has to happen first is this Devil card energy here, which is Capricorn and Saturn energy. It's about you questioning and you've been having your cage rattled lately, but it's designed for you because you're becoming aware of what restrictions that you put on yourself through these fears. These cage bars have been all these opinions, thoughts, beliefs, mindset, these fears of failure, fears of rejection that have caged in your heart to not want allow it to go for new opportunities, go for new possibilities, and to think outside the cage. Well, when you do, you have these new opportunities that are awaiting for you outside the cage doors here. So I feel like they're saying you just got to go to look at, what are these fears? What are these beliefs that I have and why? And it's like, well, this is what I'm supposed to do and how I'm supposed to go about it. Why? Is it true? Is there other ways that would be more conducive to you? And I feel like this open mind, open heart, open cage means open possibilities. And I like that. And then your your rebel card here says you're grumpy. Drink water, eat something, take a shower, go to sleep. The world will look different when you wake up. I like this. This is you waking up, and as you're letting go, like this devil card, this shaking and rattling of your beliefs, it is you're freeing yourself from all this stuff, and it's really allowing yourself to open up, and you are seeing things from a different perspective. You're waking up. Things are going to look totally different when it does. So I like that for you. So hang in there. All right. So many blessings to you, Miss Rack. And then Lolita B. Happy Christmas to you too. You would like a 2024 love read, please. Yeah, and if you haven't checked out your I put out 2024 energy forecasts for each individual zodiac sign. Be sure to check that out because we do talk about love, career, money, and we split out the year into 3 equal parts, 4 months, 4 months, 4 months. Blessings for each and what spirit wants you to know about each. So those will be on my main page if you check those out. And you've got, wow, yeah, you definitely have this changing of mindset coming in this next year. Movement, you have the Six of Swords moving from old ways of thinking to new ways of thinking, calmer waters, I'm sorry, choppy waters to calmer waters. And you can see butterflies here, changing of perspective, changing and clarity around things. The Apprentice of Swords is the Page of Swords, and that allows you to see things differently from a higher perspective, but it does bring you a lot of clarity. So, clarity of mind coming in here. And with the Six of Swords, it does create movement of thought and belief and mindset, which rolls out into your outside world, which allows you to make change and movement in anything that you would put your mind to. Relationship changes, whether it's romantic, friends, family, whatever, job changes, location changes, bodily changes, change of goals, financial goals, and it can be even moving overseas and having travel overseas as well. So I like all that for you. And your here you go. Here's your rebel card, which says, "Get over yourself, be of service, give back, make the world better." And I feel like this is you have a heart of service. So I feel like the changes that you're making are aligning you more with your dharma, with your life purpose. And you know you have a heart to help and be of service. It's just a matter of how you want to do that. And I feel like this is a year where you make some significant changes toward that. So I like that for you, Lolita. So many blessings to you. And then we've got Castle. Hello, hello. You want to get some spiritual advice on how to deal with this Virgo. All right. Let's take a look here and see what we got going on here. So, well, we got two royals here with the Apprentice of Wands is the Page of Wands, which is a new energy, and the Champion of Swords is the Knight of Swords with um, seeing things from a higher perspective, seeing things differently. And so, in dealing with the Virgo here, with this Page of Wands really standing out because I feel the Champion of Swords follows suit with this. But, you know, whatever we focus on is what grows and expands in our life, right? So if I said, Castleville, what you need to do and who you need to be is this, how fun is that? You're like, screw you, bruddaZEN. But if I'm like, Castleville, something I sincerely love about you is your perseverance. Like you will not let people go and you're friends for life with people unless they do something so outrageous that it just causes a huge rift. But they have to do something very extreme. You don't give up easily on friends. And you're like, wow. And if you heard something like that over and over and over and over again, you would want to do more and give more. And but if I'm always talking to you and my energy is focusing on who you're not being, what I'm telling the universe is I want you to be more resistant. I want you to not live up to who I want you to be. But when I focus on gratitude for who you are, then I'm telling the universe, I really enjoy being grateful for things, having this person in my life or how I look at how they do things. And they're like, all right, well, we'll show you more. And it grows because we don't see the world as it is. We see the world as we are. So this Virgo, it's like rather than saying, how can I deal with that Virgo? It's like, how can I deal with myself? Because I'm the one that's putting the story to them, the emotion to them, the energy to them, the physical action towards them. And I'm the only one that can change that. So I can ask the universe, how can I deal with myself? With how I'm perceiving this individual and how I my thought and the story I'm putting to him. That's the Champion of Swords too. The movement of swords is I'm changing my mindset, and when I change how I'm the story I'm putting to them, then my outside world changes too. So hopefully that helps. And your rebel card here, we've got here. I love these cards. It says bully energy is around you. Don't pressure others to do things you know they don't want to do, and don't give in to being pressured. So that's that energy again, like I was just talking about, right? It's like I'm trying to make them be who I want them to be, and I'm trying to be who I think they want me to be, maybe, but it's like, no, I'm going to focus on me and I'm going to let them be who they are. And I'm going to celebrate the things I do love about them. I'm not going to focus on who I think they're not being, but I'm going to focus on who they are being. And that's what they have there for you, Cassable. So hopefully that helps. Many blessings. All right. And then we've got Ashvin Rai. Hello, hello. You like a general reading for the upcoming month? All right. So, wow. You definitely have a January of 2024 feels very stable here with the 4 of coins, the 4 of pentacles. It's slow in stabilizing, but it's sure. It's like slow and steady wins the race, right? It's The 7 of coins is the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit, but I feel like you have steady, stabilized growth in the month of January regarding abundance in the outside world, which can be financial, physical, whatever abundance feels like for you. This January is one that's slow moving, just know that it's growing and it just takes a little bit of time to stabilize, but it will be stable by the end of January with these cards coming in. And you just trust the process as it's unfolding. And your rebel card here, I like it. So the rebel card says, you need an affirmation. Say out loud, I trust myself. Repeat it 1 million times. And go. All right, Ashvin. So that's what they have for you. I like that for you. And then up next, we've got Alexis. And he would like a love reading about La Quinton. All right, let's see what they've got here. All right. I like this energy for you because we have the Eight of Pentacles, which shows blood, sweat, and tears being invested in, love. And there is progression and movement forward. The Seven of Wands does say that an important part of all this is that the sun does not ask permission to shine, it doesn't dim its light for anyone. And it's important here, like when you're looking at love for this person, is not to try to make them be anything that they're not. It's appreciation for the brightness that they are. They are a bright light in a dark sky. And I feel like there's this work and this progression, things unfold. But I do feel like things can't stay the same as they have been. Things are progressing, and it's like I talk a lot about when the Eight of Pentacles, a beautiful story spirit, shared about caterpillars and butterflies. And caterpillars, like, hey, we're going to get into these cocoons, we're going to transform into butterflies, and we're going to go do things, and it's going to be great. And they're like, yeah. And so you get in there and you're create your cocoon and you become caterpillar juice and you go through this transformation and you struggle and get out of the cocoon and you're like butterfly wings and you're like boom, while your wings are drying and you're looking around going, where's all the other butterflies? And everyone else stayed caterpillars. And they're like, well, we weren't ready yet. We decided we wanted to eat all these leaves. And you're like, well, there's a there's kind of a problem here, where there's a interesting situation. I can't unbecome a butterfly, and I can't wait around for you guys to be butterflies. I'm not going to walk around with you guys as a butterfly with you being caterpillars, and I'm not carrying you for sure. My wings are not that strong because they're big old fat butterflies. I mean, caterpillars having consumed the leaves the whole time you were in the cocoon, and you're just like, all right, I can't. Things can't stay the way they are. I have to go do butterfly things. Caterpillars can stay and do caterpillar things. And I feel like with this love reading, if LaQuinton has not grown themselves, they can't follow you on where you're going. And if they have, then you will fly together. But I feel like they don't want anyone telling them who they should or should not be. They just want to be able to shine and be themselves. So if things can't stay the same, they're either going to go up together or out. There's no staying copacetic with what's going on between the two of you, which is good, because if they'd stayed a caterpillar, then you deserve to go find butterflies anyway. And if they did become a butterfly, then hey, here we go, right? Let's see what you're, yeah. So I like this. This is your rebel card message here. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Maybe not. But it says, don't make decisions when you're emotional. Let the intensity pass. Make a move when you're centered. Yeah. So this move upward, when you're centered, you're like, okay, this is the decision that you're making. So I like it for you, Alexis. So many blessings to you. That's what they have for you right now. And then Shay B, hello. You wanted to say a general financial reading for next year. All right. And if you haven't checked out next year's, excuse me, 2024 energy forecast, I have them for each individual zodiac sign on my main page as well. So I'm just going to sip here. All right. So, well, you have two major arcana for next year here, Shabi. You have the World card, which is the ending of old cycles, the beginning of new adventures. You have the Justice card, which, if you have anything legal pending, then this says that things are going to turn in your favor next year. So if there's any kind of thing going on with that, it seems favorable here. But there is the ending and beginning of new things. This is a victory card. So you do have this transformation that happens. And the Justice card too, with that Ace of Swords, is has you looking at things differently from a different perspective. You're cutting away fears, you're focusing on seeing things from a different perspective, you're paying attention to the stories that you're applying to things, and you're focusing more on gratitude stories than fear and lack stories. And the more you do that, the more abundant next year is. I feel like it's going to be abundant, but how abundant really depends on your attitude of gratitude or your attitude of lack. Now, if you focus on lack, it's very minimal abundance. If you focus on gratitude for what is and what you do have, boom, big things, right? So I like that for you. Yeah. And here you go. It's all about your beliefs. Let's see here. Please, I want you to see the unicorn. Let's try it again. Come on, camera. All right. Maybe, maybe, maybe. Maybe not. All right. Well, it does say believe in magic, myths, and mystical things. Life is full of mysteries. So I like that. Believing in your power, believing in your energy, that what you focus on does impact your life. Your energy has to match the energy of abundance, right? And if you don't have this energy of abundance and gratitude and you have one of lack, it's not the same energies and it won't attract. It magnetizes and brings in other things instead. So I like that for you, Shay B. So many blessings to you. Okay, we already did that one. All right. So we've got just a few more here. Let me just grab these and put these up here. All right. So, Krishna, you want to know more about your future. So, based on your current energies here, you got the Champion of Coins, which is the Knight of Pentacles. And I feel like for your future here, you have like this slow motion mode that's going on where if you're ever watching a movie and you click on the frame by frame and suddenly it's like, you're just like, "Oh my gosh." Well, I feel like it's happening here. You have the 6 of Cups, the 6 of Vessels, which has this past life energy that's coming in here for you. And this past life energy, it's like this your future for a little while is about you reflecting on what am I gleaning, and it's about connecting to your past life um knowledge that's in your Akashic records in your subconscious world. And it's this transformation and this bringing in these emotions, these thoughts, these beliefs, these mindsets that come in. And it's about applying them and learning and seeing how many lifetimes that you've had and all of this awareness that comes with all of that. And so I feel like you're really gleaning and getting this full picture of who you are and what's bubbling below the surface here with the combination of these. If you're interested in past life readings, I do have them on sale, half off until the end of this year, too. All that information's in the description box if you want to know some of those things. But I feel like it's a time of really getting a solid foundation in who you are, seeing things from a big picture. Because when you realize you know, you've had hundreds of human lives and there's a whole bunch of other lives you've lived, you're like, well, this life doesn't become so important. It's still important, but it's not the end all be all because it's one of many different lifetimes. More to come too. And you're like, okay, you don't take life so serious. And your rebel card here is so funny too, because you have lighten up, which says you don't need to have it all figured out right now. Be in the moment, which that Knight of Pentacles is about being in the moment, going with the flow, knowing that there's slow, steady progression, but it's about, being in the moment. What am I feeling? Why am I feeling it? And taking that time to dive deep into past life information. That's interesting. All right. So that's what they have for you, Krishna. And then Shinam Boot. Thank you for liking and subscribing. And you wanted to know if your boyfriend, Zishan, is cheating, and you want to know if he is back with his ex or a new one. All right. Well, there is this apprentice of vessels is Page of Cups, which is new love. And the Two of Coins is two things in the outside world. With this specific question here, I feel like there is involvement with another individual. And I'm sorry to have to tell you that, Sheena. I know it's not, you know, um, a fun thing to experience, but it always teaches us something about our lives and what we want to see about ourselves as well. So, you know, um, with this apprentice being the page, that's not an ace. An ace is someone brand new. The page would be a reconnection with someone else. I mean, with someone from their past. So I do feel like it would be with their ex, that this is this other option, this cycle that they go back and forth with. So sorry there. Yeah. And we have here your message from the rebel cards here are that you are blocking yourself. Don't be your worst enemy. Get out of your way. And I feel like it's like, but I love them and I don't want to lose them. It's like, you know what? You don't need to compete with anyone if they can't see your greatness and be, you know, um, uh, committed to you, then that's you blocking yourself, right? There's something to be aware of, whenever we have situations like this. I had a few myself, so I get you, and I know it sucks while you're going through it. But something that we learn through these things is one is when we overgive and we have the need to give and we don't allow them to give to us, and it can be subconsciously we're not allowing them to give to us. We push they want to be able to give to us, but when we're not allowing them and we need to give and give and give and give and give, then they will give to, workaholic, affairs, friends, hobbies, whatever else. And we're like, no, 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 I don't want you to give it to anyone else. I just want you to bank it and I'll take my withdrawal of 1 penny at a time, but don't give the rest of the money away. I want to do this, and this is the kind of thing we learn is like, oh, I've become a parent and they're my child, and it's not a relationship with another adult. I've become a parent and I'm treating them like a little kid. What are they doing? They're not doing what they need to do. I'm paying it, I'm watching them. That's not trust. That's not treating each other like an adult. And we actually end up push people away. And also something we learn around these things, which I did, was that one, other people's actions don't define me, but everyone shows me what I want to see about myself until I see it. And I know it's a strong message that we get when we're like, wow, my worthiness of receiving my love and um, how I perceive myself. Because no one can treat me any better than I treat myself, or treat me any worse than I treat myself. You know what I mean? So something to contemplate and kind of look at there. But hang in there. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Magana, you are up next. Sorry, I was thinking here. I see one other. I think Silly Billy. Did we already? Thought we already did one, but that sounds like a different question. So, well, it's Christmas, so I will answer your second one too. So, Magana, hi. You said you're going to have a night over. Oh, with your college friends at your house. How will it go? Uh-oh. Their police will be called and there's going to be trouble. I'm just kidding. You've got the hanged one. and you got the Two of Wands. The Hanged One is about seeing things from a different perspective, very transformational. Two of Wands is power of choice, right? So how it's going to go is going to be dependent a lot on how you perceive things, right? Whatever energy you invest in. If you invest energy in unconditional love and joy and peace, patience and gratitude, wonderful things will happen that match that energy. If you're focusing on fear, if you feel something's missing, something's going to go wrong, you fear something will not happen or will happen, we feed that and we draw in the experiences to match that energy. So I love that they're saying, well, just kind of take a step back, know that you're the one that chooses your energy and how everything unfolds with that. So it feels very, very big possibilities of positive things with transformation, with the hanged man, which is the hanged one in this one. So it feels good, but just focus your energy on what you're wanting, not what you're not wanting, right? And then you're yep, so pay attention. Be aware as things are going on here, because this is the message from the Rebel deck. You're missing the signs. What is life trying to tell you? Pay attention. So I like this. Pay attention to your energy is an important message that comes in here for you. All right. And then lastly, we've come back around to Silly Billy. Hey, Silly Billy. And if I missed anyone, my deepest, deepest apologies. I usually try to meticulously go through to make sure I'm not missing anyone. But I will be back next Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. And if you're looking for a personal reading, I do have personal readings on sale for the rest of this year, which is only about a week more. And so all that information is in the description box of the video. All right, so Silly Billy, you are up. And let's take a look here. So, will Laura be accepting of your artwork gift by mid January and be happy with the meeting by then? You're waiting for things to cool down. Laura is your mother, older sister figure to you. Oh, okay. Well, very good. Yeah, I do see here. I see the tempering here, which I like. It's like I'm taking some time to let things cool down. That's very much accepted by the temperance card here. Because the lovers card here is about important relationships. It's not doesn't need to be romantic, but it's about important relationships. And two major arcana, it does show a very positive outcome with that, that there is this importance of this energy coming in here for you regarding that. All right. It's an interesting card from the Rebel card here. It says, leave your face alone. Breakouts happen. Your face will recover. Resist the pick. It's interesting. I don't know if this is artwork. If it definitely don't nitpick your artwork, and don't be nitpicky either. When you do come back together, focus on the beauty of things and not the things that you nitpick around. That never gets us anywhere. Gratitude gets us everywhere, but focusing nitpicking just creates war. All right. So, everybody, I'm going to here in a moment, I will pin a comment putting the order in which all the readings appeared. And, yeah, then that'll be it. So, hopefully, everyone is having a very happy holiday. And what a year this has been. I can't believe 2024 is just a week away. And please know as you're going through your journey that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. Of course, I love you too. So until we chat again, enjoy the rest of your night, your day, your week. And until I see you again, much love to you. You hang in there and you take care. We'll see you.